Sarah and Mark are sitting down for their monthly financial review. Mark is meticulous when it comes to budgeting, and he wants to make sure they're staying on track. He's going over the utility bills and rent, but Sarah is clearly daydreaming and thinking about home decor. She feels like their apartment is a bit too minimalist and needs some personality. They head to a local home decor store with a very specific list. Mark is armed with his list and his calculator and is determined to stick to the essentials. But as soon as they walk in, Sarah is like a kid in a candy store. She is drawn to the bright colors and quirky displays, while Mark is focused on finding light bulbs. Sarah spots a plush, oversized purple pillow with gold tassels. Mark, don't you think this would really tie the room together? She asks. Mark checks the price tag and winces. 245 euros for a throw pillow? Sarah, that's not in the budget. Sarah gives her best persuasive look and quietly drops it into the cart anyway. The cart is getting full fast. After just 30 minutes, the cart is practically overflowing. Among the essentials, there's now a collection of pillows, a massive, shiny, golden dog statue, and a huge plant. Mark is reaching his limit. A golden dog, Sarah? Really? We don't even have a real dog. At the register, the moment of truth arrives. The cashier starts scanning, and the total climbs higher and higher. When the screen reaches the total to 3,845 euros, Mark looks like he's going to throw up. He reluctantly pays because he sees how happy Sarah looks. But you can tell he's already calculating how many lunches he has to skip to make up for this. Back at the apartment, Sarah is busy staging her new finds. She's proudly displaying the golden dog on the coffee table. Then Mark holds up the receipt, which literally trails down to the floor, and says, Sarah, look at this. This isn't a shopping trip. It's a financial disaster. They end up having a tiff over the statue. Mark insists that the golden dog is a complete waste of money. Sarah argues that atmosphere is an investment in their happiness. It's a classic case of needs versus wants. Mark decides to show rather than tell. He places the golden dog statue right next to their stack of overdue bills. If we keep the dog, we have to cut back on the grocery budget. The visual expense of the statue next to rent and electricity bills finally makes it click for Sarah. Okay, I see your point. It is a bit much. So it's back to the store for a return of the impulse buys. Sarah sadly hands over the pillows and the golden dog. She gives the dog one last pat on the head before saying goodbye. Mark looks like a huge weight has been lifted off of his shoulders. But then Mark spots a compromise. It's a tiny, charming, succulent plant for less than €4. How about this? It's affordable and it adds some life to the room. Sarah loves it. It's small, cute, and most importantly, budget friendly. The living room feels much more balanced now. No more golden dog taking up half of the coffee table. Just a nice little plant. Mark is relaxed and Sarah is satisfied. And their bank account is safe. They've learned how to meet in the middle. But Sarah couldn't resist one tiny thing. She's wearing a new, vibrant headband that Mark hasn't noticed yet. Since it was only a couple of euros, she figured it wouldn't hurt the budget. But wait, what's that behind her? I thought she returned the pillow. Shh, don't tell Mark. So what do you think? Was Mark being too strict, or was Sarah being totally irresponsible with the money? I'd love to hear your opinions in the comments. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Mama's Fluent English. It really helps the channel grow. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.